Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your general guidance with me, Julie Poole. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. So put me on pause, put the kettle on, get yourself a cup of tea, put your feet up, get comfy. Let's have a little look what is going on for my Cancer's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and cross-watching. All right, it's a timeless reading. I'm recording it early August, but it is whenever you find it, whenever it resonates. If it doesn't resonate right now, come back to it in a couple of weeks' time, see if it resonates then. All right, we're starting off with a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, and we have got Orphaned and Between Worlds. Right, let's find out some more. I want an energy oracle for you. We're going to use a few different decks to get a nice wide amount of information for you. We have got the Angel of Love. That will sort itself out in a little minute. Okay, Angel of Love, let's get your affirmation out. Now, July was a bit of a doozy with Mercury retrograde, and a lot of issues within families and relationships came up in order for them to either be resolved or let go of. And you might have found that because that retrograde was in your sign to be a little bit challenging. And your affirmation, it is now safe for me to love and be loved. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because we've got the Orphan card, the Angel of Love, and the Between Worlds. So something may well have shifted and ended. But before we start talking, let's get the rest of the cards out for you. Okay, so we've got the Hermit. Let's see if we can get this to sort itself out. Let's put that there. It's trying to focus. It'll figure it out in a little minute. We've got the Two of Swords. Come on. We've got Justice. We've got the Devil. In the middle of your reading, you've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Knight of Wands. The Four of Swords. The Queen of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. Well, I'm happy to see that. All right, so let's have a look at it then, Cancer. Let's move these up so we can get them all in view. All right, where are we starting? Let's look at what we've got going on over here, and then we can examine over here. We've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards with the Hermit, Justice, and the Devil. And you know what? The Devil's been coming out so much in so many readings, and it is an energy that is being healed and released and realized for all of us at the moment. And every sign is, you know, it's hitting in a different way. It's a different emphasis in a different way. But because that Mercury retrograde and Chiron was doing its thing, you know, has brought up some old wounds and some old triggers that you might have found that you've been arguing with people, or just they needed space, or you needed space to just figure this out. Right now, for some of you, you may have found an ending to some family relationships and distancing. There is this card of the Orphan, which is just feeling very alone. It's a number 5. It's a little bit like the Five of Cups. It's a sad card, a heavy energy. And it is allowing something to be let go of. All right. You know, some of you might actually have lost a parent during this time. And, you know, my heart goes out to you if that is your loss. But this may just been a falling out rather than a passing on. But this energy is on its way out, because we have next to it the Between Worlds card, which is number 3. 3 is growth and expansion. And notice that this beautiful flamenco bird is coming out of the black and white, the storm, the difficulty, and now stepping into the color, the richness of life, that we needed to go through that to clear some old stuff and potentially stuff that was bubbling under the surface maybe for a long time, that's come up and now being cleared. But you are now ready to step forward. If you have been through that kind of toxic, difficult, argumentative, challenging stuff, it's done. All right, it's finished. I just want to reassure you, we can put that behind you now. And now we're looking at rebuilding. So you are stepping into a new world that is expanding. And the angel of love is with you. Number 49, right, which is a 4. It is a strong foundation within you to, no matter what's been going on, whatever loss has been experienced or however low you've been feeling, come back to love, come back into your heart. It is now safe for you to love and be loved. We've got 2 messages here of love with the Orphan card and the Between Worlds. So we can step into love now. It's safe. It's safe. And perhaps it hasn't been very safe for you until this point. And now you can start to relax to say, it is safe now for me to love and be loved. Okay. So we are shifting. So the center of your reading, the Page of Swords, this is the key energy that you are in. This is communication. It's clarity, it's finding out, it's researching, investigating, doing a bit of detective work. What do I want? What's going on? Let's find out. Let's investigate, right? This is a research card. Pages are always the beginnings of an opportunity opening up. So you might have an idea, something comes through, and then you're going to dig into it and find out about it. Because above it is the Two of Swords, which is the I don't know card. But the page underneath says, but I'll find out. Give me a minute and I'll figure this out, right? So we start with the Hermit. And the Hermit is about you. It's all about your light, your path, what you want, and you working your way towards that end. And that end is the 9 of Cups, and the Hermit is the number 9 as well, right? Now, this is the Virgo card, and we're coming into Virgo season in a few weeks' time. But because this is timeless, I don't want to, say this is August. I want this to be, you might want to come back to this in October and it fit you then. Just allow it to be. But the Hermit is you in a space where you are saying to yourself right now, I need to focus on my path. And maybe I need to do that on my own with the Orphan card there. Maybe new people come into my path, and maybe some of the people I already have come with me. But I need to figure out what I want and what's important to me. This is a card of self-reflection and self-awareness, of understanding yourself, of figuring things out. And so as you figure out what you want, the devil rears his ugly little head, saying, yeah, well, then that won't work. You can't do that. You're not allowed. And you haven't got the strength, or you're not good enough, or all of those doubts and fears that come up. The devil is our restrictions, perceived restrictions, all right? It's a belief system. You see, with the devil, you've got the Fool there in the cage underneath, the devil kind of playing puppeteer, and the Fool naked, vulnerable, feeling he has no power, he has no say, he has no choice, he's got to do what he's told. But you see, with the devil, the cage is actually open. The Fool can step out and turn around to the devil and say, do one, all right? I'm doing my thing. And that's what you're being encouraged to do, because underneath these two is the Four of Swords, which is the card of stepping back, retreat, rest, recover from that devil energy, to be able to say, that can go now, that's finished. Now, that devil might have represented an addiction, a toxic situation at work or at home. This could represent a belief system that's been holding you back, but it's time for it to go. This Hermit energy that you're in is saying, I'm working out what I need, and I'm not letting the devil get in my way. I'm doing what's right for me. This isn't selfish. It's self-care. It's self-love. It is safe for you to love yourself, to love life. This is why we've got this strong energy here of loving, angel of love. Yes, I'm feeling orphaned. Yes, I'm feeling left out or alone, but I'm between the worlds here. I'm leaving that situation behind, and I'm stepping into the bright, beautiful color, and now opening up to be loved. And that starts with me loving myself enough to put myself first and my needs first, and tell the devil to do one and to retreat from the toxicity, step back and heal. Now, the other thing with the devil is that it can be an energy of addictions, bad habits and behaviors. And when we decide to finally overcome that addiction and we go into recovery, we go into healing, whether it's substances or whether it's behaviors and patterns, it is saying, I'm done with that. I'm stepping back from it fully. I'm never going there again. That part of my life is finished. And so it could be a substance addiction, but it could also be a toxic workplace, a toxic marriage. This could be even elderly parents when you're in your 50s telling you what to do. And it's like, hang on a minute. I am a grown up. I'm going to do what's right for me. Whatever this is about for you, you come into that awareness with the hermit, right? What do I want? What do I need? Where am I going? What's important to me? I look at the restrictions. I make the decision. I'm stepping back from all those restrictions. But then do I have all the answers? No, not straight away. The Two of Swords is that, okay, I've worked out what I want. I don't know how I'm going to get there or how I'm going to make that happen. And that's okay. Now, the way that we say in the spiritual world is let the universe do the how, right? Just let God figure it out. Let Source figure it out. Your bit is to figure out what you want, right? You've done that. And then let go of the how. You say to the universe, this is what I want, whether it's a new home, a new job, new love, whether it's better health, whatever it is that you're wanting. I just want my peace. I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. And then let the universe guide you to the how, right? Because the Two of Swords, she's blindfolded. She doesn't have the answers right now. And so it can be about timing. It's saying to yourself, but I'll figure it out. I'll find out what to do. I'll research. I'll dig. I'll look into it. I'll communicate. So let's say that this situation is that you decide you want to move out of a marital home or leave a job, right? You don't know what the future's going to hold. You know, where am I going to go? I don't know. I don't know at the moment with that Two of Swords, but I'm going to start researching. And that might be I'm looking into rentals, I'm looking into realtors, I'm looking into recruitment people to help me get another job. I'm looking it online to see what's available. I'm looking at my options. And the more I look at my options, the more I come into my power. Here's the Queen of Wands now coming in. Right. So because I'm now finding out I could do this, I could do that, that's possible, that's there. Right now, my power starts rising. The Queen of Wands is dynamic, determined, assertive. She believes in herself. She knows her worth and she's in her power to make it happen. So here's the motivation, the energy, the drive, the self-belief coming in, saying, right, now I'm moving towards my justice. I'm moving towards making things happen. This could be a contract coming in for a new home, a new job. This could be seeing a lawyer about a divorce. I've got support now. I've got help now. I am moving my life where I want it to be. So yes, whilst justice can be contracts, it's also about a karmic rebalancing, a fairness. So with the devil, which is of course unfair, we're now moving into fairness and balance, and I'm taking action and I'm doing it quickly. We've got the Knight of Wands. Now all knights are action, but the Knight of Wands is the fastest. He just charges in there and he just gets on with it. It's almost saying to yourself, if I don't do it now, I'll talk myself out of it. So I'll just do it now. I'll just speak to the lawyer now. I'll just apply for that job right now before I've got time to doubt myself. And so you're doing it. And the Queen, you're in that Queen energy, and her Knight is supporting her to say, yes, right, we're taking the action to move ourselves towards this Nine of Cups. That's the wish, that's the dream that I came up with when I was in my hermit energy. What do I want? Right? Figured out the goal, figured out the wish, figured out what I want, and then I get it. So do you see the way we're progressing here From a place of love, we went through some loss, but we are moving back towards the light and moving back into it's now safe for me to love and be loved. I'm loving myself enough to really question what I want and what is right for me on my path. I'm examining my fears, my doubts, my limitations, and I'm stepping back from them all, and I am allowing myself to retreat from them. I don't have all the answers, but I figured out what I want. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to do a hell of a lot of research and I'm going to find out and figure it out. And the more I find out, the more I come into my power, my belief, my worth, my deservability, and I then align with that justice to come in, followed by action to make everything happen that leads me to that goal. This is beautiful. And it says, yes, there's been something hard, heavy, toxic, limiting, but I've pushed through it, pushed past it, and now I'm on my journey to what I truly want that fits who I am now. Not who I used to be, who I am now. And the now, I'm the me that I'm growing into being from that now. Okay, let's find out some more then. Right, for my beautiful Cancers, this is the Light Seers Tarot. Tell me more. All the cards I use are linked below, by the way, along with the link to my book, From Hoping to Having. And if you are in this transition and you really want some help with manifesting and creating your best life in all areas, grab hold of my book. The link is there, all right? Now, the Hermit. Yeah, we've got the Eight of Swords. That's the minor arcana equivalent of the devil. So we've got the devil showing up, big and little. It's like, I'm stuck, I'm trapped, it's impossible, I can't do it. Yes, we've already seen that. We recognize it. Let's not pretend that we don't have doubts and limitations. But it's right, how can I work around this? Right, and that's what these two are doing. I don't know how I can figure this out, but the Page of Swords is helping me to figure out what the options are. Let's say, for example, you figured out what you want, but you've got some commitments that you feel I can't get out of that. But with a bit of research, you find somebody else can do it for you. Somebody else is willing to take it over, or there's other alternatives, and you're like, right, I can free myself from that. So you're looking at what are your restrictions and what can you do to free yourself from them? And you are going to free yourself from them. Well, that's really interesting because these two came out for somebody else together and I put them back in the pack separately and they've come back out together, which I find quite fascinating. Because I'm not a great shuffler, when I finished a reading, I get the deck and I literally slide them into lots of different places in the deck. I make sure that no two cards are next to each other and then I shuffle them. And these two came out for, I think it might have been Aries, I'm not sure. But they've come back out again for you. Now we've got the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory and success and recognition. I've been through a battle. I've come out victorious. I'm standing loud and proud. And I feel so proud of myself. And the King of Pentacles. There's the money, the security, the stability, a new foundation that's really solid. That's what I'm moving towards. I absolutely can be victorious over this devil energy. You see, the Eight of Swords and the devil is clarified by the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Two of Cups with the Three of Wands. I'm expanding. I'm looking at options. I'm looking at choices. We've got the Two of Cups. Love, connections, loving life, the Three of Wands, opening up, my ship's coming in, trips, travel for some of you, deciding you're relocating to a different job, a different home, or you're going on a break, you're just going to go and visit friends somewhere else. You're just taking time for you to just really expand your view. Because sometimes we can't see the wood for the trees, we're too close. So we take a step back and expand. Let's expand that energy out. As we do, we start to see our options more clearly, our choices more clearly. The Seven of Cups is on the Page of Swords. Now, as I explained, the Page of Swords is the investigator, the detective. I'm researching, I'm finding out, I'm figuring out. I'm making phone calls, I'm sending emails, I'm popping off a text, I'm finding out. And that is giving me my options. Now, we can see the Seven of Cups sometimes as confusing, too many choices. I like lots of choices. I can feel into them and go, no, that one's a maybe, that one's a no, that one's a definite maybe, that's a yes, right? You can feel into which are the best ones for you. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is here saying which one is going to give me the best return, right? The Seven of Pentacles is an assessing card. I put work and effort and time into something. Is it giving me the rewards that I want and need, or am I wasting my time? All right, am I just flogging a dead horse here? I'm not, there's no point putting any more effort into that. That's done. You're looking at these options and you're saying, which one is going to give me the best harvest? Which one is going to give me the longer term security? It's Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Hermit again. Which one is going to be right for me? Because I'm ready for my new beginning and I'm ready to walk away from anything, my goodness me, that is holding me back. Blimey. I nearly swore there. I really did want to say, bloody hell, this is huge. Okay. Wow. All right. You're in your Hermit. Again, I figured out what I want and I'm following my light. And that light is leading me to the Ace of Cups, a brand new beginning that is going to emotionally enrich me, make me feel happy. I absolutely am ready to walk away from the old now. The old life is done. The old pain, the old devil energy, that's done. I've got my back to it. I'm walking off into the sunset. Off I go. And the Ace of Swords pops in to say, yes, this is the truth. This is the clarity. This is the inspiration and the ideas. This is my new beginning. And with it, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. 3 aces coming out with the Wheel of Fortune. So, blimey, Cancer, whoa. I mean, we've got Jupiter doing its thing. You've been through some kind of big test here, and now it's reward time. The Ace of Pentacles is the new beginning in terms of this could be the new job, the new home, the new love, as can the Ace of Cups. It's not just cups that's new love, Ace of Pentacles can be new love as well. But it doesn't have to be love. It's love in life. It doesn't have to be love of romance, a new love in your life. It might be. If you're open for love, it's on the table. The main thing is that you are walking away from what was restricting you and holding you back, and the universe absolutely has your back. 3 aces and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about timing. It's saying the wheel is turning in your favor. We've got an incredible energy of movement forward right now. Don't delay. Don't hesitate. This is the right time. Jump. Okay? Right, let's finish off with an angel message for you. Final message for Cancer, please. And we have Source of Life. It's a beautiful card, this. This is the Angel Oracle. Number 36, that's a 9. Right, we've got the 9 on the Hermit twice. We've got the 9 of Cups. 9 is an energy of completion, right? We've completed that cycle. Now you are being given all the energy that you need to begin again, but not from the beginning, from that end point of I'm now jumping up to the next level, and the next level is brighter. It is more me, aligned with my goals and my dreams. Have I been living somebody else's life? Have I been part of somebody else's dream and I've forgotten my own? Because if I have, I'm coming back now to my life and my dreams of what is important for me. And the universe will absolutely support me in doing that. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. It's a beautiful reading. I'm excited for you. You've got this. All right, my lovely people. I'll be back on Friday with the weekly collective. Do check it out. It's going to be a Lionsgate special. We're going to be looking at what you're manifesting for your new world and life. But wow, you don't need much help with this because you're already in that energy of creating this new world. Well done. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.